Hey people, welcome to Love and Passports. Today we are at South Australia's most popular hiking trail, the Mount Lofty Summit. So let's begin. Trekking, hiking, or as it's known in Australia, bushwalking, are very popular as a day-to-day activity. You can see here Mount Lofty, which is one of the most famous trekking sites in South Australia. More specifically, Adelaide has these 3-4 options. Most of these trails are very well maintained. You find these maps which explains about the distance, about the difficulty level, any tips which you might need to finish your chosen path. So there are these 3-4 options to reach the summit, and this episode of Love and Passports, we're going to take the hardest route. It's almost 10k going up and down. In terms of difficulty, of course, the distance matters. It is the longest route to the summit. But again, the other factor to consider is the condition of the terrain. Unlike the regular route, this route does not have well-maintained paths, which makes it difficult not only to climb, but to actually descend. The initial part is the same for the hard and regular route. It's a steep incline, but the first 5-10% really tires you out. But once you're up there, the view is totally worth the initial climb. And soon after, there is this very nicely constructed path with little elevation, which takes you a bit forward when you again start ascending. The ascent is kind of neat because it keeps giving you beautiful views of the mountain, of the city, after every few minutes of your climb. So this is the hard part. So unlike the regular route, this route is non-maintained, and if you can see, there's quite a steep drop on the side. So it's highly recommended that you're careful with your footing and take it slow. There's no hurry. It is the hardest route for a reason. You can see these trees from a recent storm are fall on the path which you have to jump over and cross over yourself, which only adds to the difficulty. Going further, the path still is in a bad condition, but it widens up, so it feels a little less dangerous. While this path is not as maintained as a regular route, I would recommend everyone should try at least once, just so that you can say you have done the hardest route up the famous Mount Lofty Summit. And then suddenly, you're crossing all this dangerous terrain. You come off to this one-car wide track, which kind of just curls through the center of the mountain. And while it's not dangerous, it is long. It's actually quite pretty to see this long white path that high on the Mount Summit route. And again, this isn't as bad climbing up, but when you're coming down, you want to be careful because the loose pebbles on these white paths could make you slip and fall and hurt yourself. And like in any trek situation, you don't want to injure yourself where you can't walk. The beautiful views keep on coming. Every few kilometers you walk, you see something cool. And of course, during your climb, do not miss checking out Australia's national flower, golden wattle. It's everywhere, so you will not miss it. And eventually the hard route merges to the regular route, and you start climbing that last 10%, that last dreaded 10%, which is absolutely steep. And this is the point where most people just want to finish. It really, really, really punches the air out of your lungs. And you know you're almost home when you see this gray building and open sky. And while this route can be challenging, it is always such a great workout. It's a great workout which eventually gets you this beautiful view. Now, I have climbed the Mount Lofty summit a few times, and you have to, sometimes it's just hard luck when it's too cloudy or it's too foggy to see the city view. But if you're lucky, you will, this is not the best view right here, but this was pretty good for what I've experienced before, and it's totally worth the view when you reach the top. And for foodies out there, when you reach the top, there's a beautiful cafe here. You can get yourself some nice coffee, sandwiches, maybe even order a meal. But I recommend stick with a light snack because the descent down is another 5K if you're doing the hard route. And there it is, the Adelaide skyscrapers. Yeah, I know, there aren't many, there's not even really skyscrapers, but that's what we have. And Adelaide is an amazing city, so no complaints. And please, 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 do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your precious comments. They mean a lot. This video came after a bit of a break, all for good reasons. The good reason being that I am with Morgan. She is not into much, she likes to watch them, but she's not into being in front of the camera talking. But I think I can convince her to be by my side. A bit of emotional blackmail always works. Alright guys, thank you so much. You've been watching Love and Passport. What else do we need?